Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins, and Trevor.
They're still in print. I've got 2 or 3 of them. Quite fascinating to read the words of somebody who is deaf and blind, not be able to visibly perceive the world. And in fact, one of her favourite kind of concepts was that the really important things in life are related not to vision or hearing, but to what goes on in the hearts. You know, the stuff that comes into our hearts, as we would say. So she's a fascinating example of how to utilise your time, properly, constructively, against all the odds that she had to face. And I think she's a great example. So, somebody else wrote a book, Stephen Hawkin, called A Brief History of Time. Yes, I tried to read that once a couple of years ago, and it really, I thought, I probably understand the basic rudiments of it, but it was just impossible. So I then found out he wrote another book, a summary of that, called A Briefer History of Time, which made it, he said he wanted to make it more accessible. The first one was just inaccessible to the layman completely. The second one was not much better, but again, you get this incredible brain that he had explaining in layman's terms, really, what time is all about. And of course, he related it to Einstein and things like that. We can think back to what I said about what we see is kind of within the past 15 seconds. But then you think as well, when we look at the sun, we don't look at it, but we know it's there. The sun at that moment is actually 8 minutes ago. What we see was the light coming to. So we even see that in the past. Much of what we see, that all of what we see is in the past, even if it's back by only 15 seconds. So this whole concept of time and what it is it going straight ahead of us in a straight line? Some religions believe it going forward goes straight down. I don't quite understand that concept.
All right.
But yeah, time is, something incredible, really, isn't it, when you think about it?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our chat about time. Any other thoughts before we have a couple of ethical questions?
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on time?
Yeah. Might not be directly on time though, but what movie did you see?
I saw one the other day, actually, which was what was it called? It was called Honey Don't.
All right.
And I'm not a film critic. I enjoy watching movies, I must admit. But yeah, the person I was with probably gave it less than I did. I gave it 6 out of 10, which for me is not very good. She gave it, I think, probably 4 or 3. But it's we all have a different taste in these things. Equally, you can go along and see a very good film. I saw one last week called The Roses with Benedict Cumberbatch, Olivia Colman, which again, they're 2 superb actors. But yeah, it's a romantic comedy with a lot of violence in it as well. But
all right, okay.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. So again, I came out of that one thinking, I could have done some music tonight, or I could have done something else and not gone. So that's the risk you take.
That's what I was thinking when you said that's 2 hours of your life you'll never get back. But you must have enjoyed the popcorn. What about the popcorn?
Well, yeah, I don't really go for the popcorn. No, I'm not keen on popcorn. Sometimes it's like eating sawdust, I think. So I don't really go for popcorn.
I love the popcorn and Jumbo Coke. That's what I love. That's why I go to the cinema. I go to the cinema just for the popcorn. The massive popcorn.
Yeah, the great
and a really big plastic. Yeah, of Coke. That's why I go. I sit down there. I don't care about the movie.
I have the Coke, yeah. The Coke is good.
I don't really care much about the movie. I just sit down there and enjoy the popcorn.
Enjoy the popcorn. That's the only time. Enjoy the company.
Yeah, that's the only time you don't feel guilty.
You don't feel guilty.
That's probably true.
Having a big cup of Coke.
Probably true.
Yeah. Well, still on time. There was something else I was going to say.
Yeah.
Now, so we've talked about how about time that is wasted, but because you said about the going to the movie, and you said two hours of your life that you never get back, and it gave me the impression, bruv, that you don't really think of time spent on entertainment or a time that you on leisure and entertainment as being productive. Why is that? I see it as being productive.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't mean to give that impression. I think there's all sorts of many things can be productive. I think leisure and doing things like that are vital. You've got to have a balanced life.
Absolutely.
So no, I don't mean being productive is sitting.
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor Gear and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.